Hey, we are here with Terra Invicta. This is the season premiere for season 4. So excited for you all to be joining me. I apologize for any weirdness, audio or video wise, with my setup. It's still a work in progress. I just moved. It'll get better with time.
I apologize for no weirdness on my end.
Yeah, well, you never have. Why would you start now? So when we last left our heroes, they had just shipwrecked on the Isle of Dread. So they had a great voice. Honestly, almost everything about the last session was really good. It was really successful. Like, you guys were all stars until it came to the storms.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, oh, okay, everything's slowly sinking and dying, and we're losing hemorrhaging NPCs. And
I just keep jumping off and throwing people back on the ship.
Exactly. But unfortunately, you guys hit a reef, giant hole in the bottom of the ship, and one last kind of burst of a storm was too much for the Sea Wyvern, and the ship rolled, and everything went black. So this season, the adventure, the kind of published adventure that we're going to be adapting here, the idea is, right, you're dropping... what am I trying to say? You're having to recover from the crash and figure out who's alive and what gear you have, and kind of face the jungles of the Isle of Dread without the safety of Farshore, which is the settlement you guys were planning on going to first. And so to that end, let's talk real quick about gear and stuff. So my hope, right, is that we get right on the edge of what you guys are comfortable with in terms of losing. As a reminder, this will not be losing permanently. All your items will still be here or somewhere among the shipwreck that you can come back to later on in the game and recover. But for the purposes of this adventure, the feel I'm hoping for, right, is shipwrecked on the Isle of Dread without much stuff, trying to survive and keep some NPCs alive, right? And not having all of your tricks to do so. So my, hopefully rule of thumb would be, if you guys are fine with this, right? Anything that you're wearing, that wouldn't be easily knocked off. So something like a ring or a cloak, probably pretty easy to lose in a storm like that if you're going underwater and whatnot. But boots are probably fine. Weapons are gonna be fine. I'm not gonna have you guys get rid of your main weapon.
Thank you.
Yeah. But pretty much any other side trinkets are probably gonna be lost. Now, I say lost, but I mean, one, this is temporary, but two, there's going to be an opportunity at the beginning here for you guys to literally go scavenge from the wreck and possibly find some of your old stuff. So just because it's not there at the beginning doesn't mean you won't have it for this adventure. It would take a couple of checks to try to find some stuff, and some luck of the dice in terms of what you can find.
So loses her fists in the wreckage.
Yeah, her arms get ripped off.
She's just going around kick.
So,
yeah, I was gonna say, even if she lost her fist, she'd probably still be fine.
So, for example, potions would be lost.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. Okay, potions and scrolls and that sort of stuff.
So then I have lost potions of healing, ascending stone to Lavinia.
Yes,
that's probably the most. That's probably the most devastating one,
yeah.
Right? Because now we can't tell her where we are.
Yeah.
My cloak of protection. Necrotic resistance potion, the candle of invocation.
I think so, yeah.
And some spell scrolls. So that's what I've lost quite a bit, actually, more than I thought.
Okay, so are we saying that we're losing everything, or what you said that we could choose one thing to for sure keep?
So I think with the amount of stuff that let's go through each character and just kind of decide on a case by case basis. Okay. So for example, Deli, right?
Here's the thing.
Do you even have magic weapons or whatever?
Here's the thing. I think here's what happened. I lost my bag of holding.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
which
my
has
bag
all
of
of your
holding
stuff in it.
has everything in it,
Of
including my
course.
treasure, which was my spell slots.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's just go through the important things that I'm now going to have to kind of just mark off. So I lost the drift globe. I lost the wand of magic missile. Hand crossbow wouldn't probably. Well, I might keep that. Would I have the hand crossbow at least? Maybe.
Probably. So the thing is, I really want it to feel like we have the bare essentials, right? So for you, like I would say, like for you and like Anna who don't use hand crossbows regularly, you probably lose those, right?
Okay, that's fine. And then I also lose 4 potions of healing, trident of fish command.
Yeah.
Bag of holding, ring of swimming. I still have on me. Potion of greater healing, the orange of Madoc.
Yep.
I'm
also checking off all of your like basic kind of adventuring items from the top there too.
I also then lost 9 things of 100 GP worth of diamonds and 2 gems worth 550 GP. See, I lost a lot.
Did I lose all of our gold?
Yes.
I think all of our gold is essentially lost.
Was in your is probably in your bag of holding.
Yeah,
probably.
I think
probably.
It's a bag of holding. Just put it all in there. Makes sense.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't carry around 8,000 pieces of gold.
Yeah.
Oh, neither would I.
Wait, what? You wouldn't?
So
Deli, you are suggesting that you want to keep your +1 shield.
Because we've kind of established that the shield is my walk that's on my back, so it's pretty much well attached to me.
Isn't this shield like a floating shield? Who has the floating shield? Who just got the? There was like some sort of floating shield. Oh, does it take me?
Maybe.
I thought it was Deli.
I thought
it was Deli. I have a +1 shield. I was going to assume that I could keep the shield because I lost my cloak, but I don't know.
No, I think you're right. We did talk about giving me a shield that floats so I wouldn't have to worry about that. So is that gone too then? Because I forgot about the floating shield, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, no, so I was going to say that one probably stays with you because it like has like this magic kind of, like you could literally have activated it and just had it float around you and it wouldn't be lost, right?
That's true. So yeah, I'd have the shield, I'd have my, where's my...
Well, you also... So I guess that's really the question too, because Deli during the shipwreck was in animal form, and when she's in animal form, her stuff
true
transforms with her. So,
but was I in animal form the entire time? I don't remember. Did I get knocked off?
Say that again.
Was I in animal form the entire time, or did I get knocked off? I can't remember.
Yeah, well, it only last for like an hour at a time. So I don't think.
No, it doesn't last. It lasts for longer than that. I think it lasts up to 4 hours now.
Really?
Let me check.
I thought it was like an hour.
You can stay in beast shape for a number of hours equal to half your druid level rounded down.
Okay.
So I could be in beast shape for 3 hours twice.
Okay.
So 6 hours total.
I thought that we had said like. No, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You probably could have. Well, so you can be in it twice for up to 3 hours each time.
Yes.
And you definitely had used one when we were searching for Kurgle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't remember. I only have one marked off from last time. My main question is, did I ever get knocked off of the boat? I don't remember. Or did I jump off? I honestly don't remember.
I think you jumped off. Or, I mean, yeah, I don't think it matters. I think you used the one wild shape, and then you probably had the second wild shape for when things went crazy and the boat flipped over and whatnot.
Remember.
I think you're fine. I mean, either way, I don't think that matters as much.
We can still say
I guess what you're saying. I guess you're saying, yeah. I see what you're saying. Just because if you were in fish form or whatever, any of your rings or whatever, they'd all be safe because it's
everything would be safe because everything just melds into me.
Sure. Yeah, I would say you probably, the thing is like when you're on the ship, like trying to be like, do things, I don't think you would have your bag of holding on your belt necessarily, right? You probably just like with your stuff on the ship, right?
I would have felt I kept it on me, but it would also make sense it got knocked off me in the chaos.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I would say, the wooden staff would have been strapped to my back because that's like my giant spoon. So could I remark that one? Okay. I've used that more than the scimitar anyway.
Yep.
Because I can't use shillelagh on a
Sure.
scimitar.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense.
Scimitar would be in the bag of holding, so I'll mark.
But yeah, I think with the rest of the stuff that's on your sheet, that makes sense because you could have become a fish, and it would be fine.
I think the chain shirt is gone just because I think that's in my bag of holding because I can't have the shield that both on at the same time.
Dilly casts Shillelagh.
Cool. So then Anna,
Okay.
your quarterstaff is fine.
So I would have lost potion of resistance, hand crossbow, 2 potions of healing, my ring of jumping.
Yep.
My stone of good luck. So now I'm
Yes.
immediately worse at everything.
Wait, you wouldn't be wearing the ring?
So I
He's
had
saying
mentioned
that
earlier,
rings would come off.
probably like rings and cloaks would be some of the easiest things to come off in the storm. I think you're fine, Deli, because you could have gone into fish form at that point.
Oh, okay.
When you would be in the water, right? As opposed to Anna, even if she can walk on water, there's still waves and stuff, right? That she's not gonna be able to dodge.
Yeah. Okay.
So that would be So lost my stone of good luck, my goggles of night, so now I can't see in the darkness.
Yep.
My periaptive wound closure.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Ring of water walking.
So again, keep in mind you might be able to find some of this stuff again as you scavenge this.
The 4 scrolls of gentle repose.
Oh yeah.
My holy golden yam, truly the worst.
Oh no, not the yam.
Yeah.
And the cloak of the manta ray. So the only things
I think you did actually manage to save the yam.
Good.
For whatever reason, you do find yourself with the yam when you wake up on the beach.
That's honestly a relief. Honestly, you were like, I do think you managed to save. I thought you were going to say the cloak of the manta ray, and I was going to be like, I guess, sure, whatever.
She wakes up and the yam's just right in front of her face.
Right, exactly. It's just laying next to her on the beach.
I imagine her waking up with it like just clenched in her hand. Like,
I must the one thing I chose to save.
Exactly, yeah.
So I still have my +1 quarterstaff, a dagger, and then my bracers of defense.
Yep. That seems right.
And the yam.
And the yam, yes, of course.
His name is Wilson.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Takui, what do you got?
So I think what I have left over, so are we just saying we can keep one weapon, or
I would say probably your main weapon.
Okay, so then I lose a hand. So I think you can
keep your javelins. I think the javelins are fine because that seems that's part of like a normal barbarian repertoire.
Okay. So can I keep my shield or no?
Shield I think is fine. Yep.
Okay. Because I got rid of my cloak of protection.
Yeah.
So I have my +1 warhammer. I have my tattoo still.
Of course.
No, that was washed off in the storm.
And that's it. Everything else is good.
Very good. Audrin. I feel like you have lots of magical trinkets.
Well, it's not just magical trinkets. I just have a lot of crap. Like, look at my sheet.
Yep. All right, let's go through one at a time. You do not have you don't have the belaying pin. You don't have your lucky charm.
So. Well, wait, the lucky charm is a necklace. I mean, if I don't have it, then I don't have it. But
is there anything special about the necklace?
It doesn't do anything. It's just like a keepsake of Audrin's.
I'll say you can keep it. That's fine. Belt pouch is gone. You have how many rapiers do you actually have?
One for each day of the week.
And so you usually know just normally using like your you have a rapier +1 and a rapier of warning. I think you can keep both of those, but the like normal rapier that you still have carrying around, you probably miss that.
Okay.
And you don't have your short sword or your regular daggers. You can keep your thieves' tools because you're a thief. I don't want to be that mean. You lose your rope. I guess you have your clothes.
No, he's butt naked.
You don't have your burglar's pack, your ball bearings, your string, your flask of oil, your backpack, your candle, your crowbar, your hammer, your pitons, your hooded lanterns, your rations, your tinderbox, your water skin, your hempen rope, your 2 clubs. Why you have 2? Your 3 potions of healing. I suppose your hidden blade is now a +1 dagger, so we can mark the normal version off. You have your hand crossbow, but not your normal hand crossbow. You have your magic one. You don't have poison vials. You do have your chain shirt. You don't have your knockout poison. I think you have your winged boots. I think that's fine. I guess you could lose them, but I feel like laced up boots would be harder to lose than like a cloak or rings or something. So, you keep your rapier of warning. I think your gloves of thievery are fine too. You don't have your nautical maps. You don't have your potion of greater healing, your pearl, grappling hook, deck of illusions, robe of useful items, cannonballs, bullets, pistol, amulet of... Okay, you can choose one. You can have your amulet of health or your lucky charm. Because you weren't
I'm
wearing both of those.
Right.
Right.
I'll say I'll keep the amulet of health because
Sounds
I don't want to deal with
Yeah.
figuring out how much is my health actually
Yeah,
now.
that's it.
Like it's just
Real quick, do you always wear your robe of useful items? I feel like you can't because you have like the chain shirt on. I think those like conflict magic item wise, right? I know there are some ones that like take up the same slot.
I don't think a cloak of many useful items takes up a slot though.
Let's look at the robe, yeah. Let's take a look.
I mean,
you did have a lot
you
of
can
junk.
just kind of throw it over whatever, right?
Right. Yeah, but either way, I feel like you lose that one. It just seems like something you could lose pretty easily.
No, not the windows.
Yeah, I know.
And the boats.
But again, you can find these technically, as we.
I'll say that will actually be useful in this case.
Which is why I want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
I know. I tried to be very fair, giving up everything.
Cool. All right. So let's take a look at the opening credits.
Guys, I really think the yam is going to save us in this situation.
Okay. So 3 months ago, the Sea Wyvern began its long journey down the West African coast and across the Atlantic Ocean to reach the Isle of Dread. Funded by
Here's my question.
Yeah.
Has it been longer in campaign or out of campaign?
Out of campaign, I think. Yeah.
In more than 3 months.
I think it has been more than 3 months. Yeah. Funded by Lavinia Vanderboren, the expedition was to bring supplies, provisions, and colonists to the small settlement of Farshore, a colony established several years ago by the Vanderboren family. The journey was long and dangerous, but until the first storm, things were on schedule. In the storm's wake, the Sea Wyvern and Lavinia's ship, the Blue Nixie, were separated. The Sea Wyvern became mired in a supernatural sargasso, and after she escaped, fell prey to an even more terrible storm. On the verge of sinking, the ship ran aground only a few hundred feet from the isle's southeastern shore. As the storm reached a crescendo, the PCs and their allies were thrown from the decks into the surging waters of a storm-racked sea. So the first thing you guys see, right? You awake on the eastern shore of the Isle of Dread, shaken from your ordeal, but relatively intact. So it doesn't really matter who wakes us up first or whatever. We can say you're all generally near each other when you wake up. But
please tell me Abner died.
Of course he didn't.
Of course he didn't.
Because that would make us happy.
Exactly. The Sea Wyvern lies holed impaled on a reef a few hundred feet from shore. And
that jerk Conrad is loose now. I just realized.
Oh no.
So let me go ahead and reveal to you the new fun map that we get to explore.
Excellent.
We should have sacrificed Abner to the sea gods.
Ta-da! Welcome.
Black. It's still black.
Oh, what? Oh, I guess you don't have tokens. Here, wait. Let me make you all able to control this token.
We have to fight for a token.
Wow!
There we go. This is the Isle of Dread. Please appreciate me. I hand copy pasted all of these little black hexes to be able to reveal them properly as you guys explore things.
Wow.
I did this years ago at this point, but
oh, okay.
For applause.
Thank you. So you guys are at and so technically this is oriented so the north is up, but technically the way that the Isle of Dread is situated in the Atlantic, based on where you guys were coming from, this is like the eastern shore. So this whole top is the east. But I think, I'm not too terribly worried about us getting the directions wrong per se. It'll, whatever makes more sense for looking at the map is fine. So you guys wake up on this shore at the tip here. And then...
which one are we?
So you're this little token right here.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, the little D20. And yeah, you're on a beach. Let me go ahead and drag you this one, actually. I'll drag you guys' tokens out.
Wow.
You're on the beach. And yeah, you guys just kind of wake up. Anna, I think we do probably start with Anna. We'd see her like open her eyes and then look, and there's the yam like laying on the beach next to her. But you can see your party members kind of scattered around the beach, waking up as well. Right, we see the classic, like there's just debris strewn across the beach. We see the sea wyvern 100 feet, 200 feet offshore, like holed up against a reef. Yeah, what do you guys do?
We don't see anybody else from
not like immediately. But yeah, what do you guys do?
You see Deli wake up, gets up off the ground, goes, and then she spits sand out of her mouth, goes pit, pit, pit.
You mean you don't just like crunch down and swallow?
No. Then she tastes it for a second. Just kind of shrugs.
Yeah.
Because we've established before she's eaten sand.
Exactly.
Intentionally.
I probably like stand up and take stock of everything that I don't have anymore. And just kind of hold up the holy golden yam and look at it and just think, wow, Dragonborn Jesus knows what we need, and apparently we need this yam.
Obviously.
Deli turns to the others.
I lost the bag of holding. I'm sorry.
Take this kind of like
that's probably where you guys had all of your stuff in, right?
Yeah.
Audrin is like patting around, figuring out what he still has and everything, and eventually he like goes to his chest and pats, and he's like, he doesn't like say anything to anybody, but he like pats, and he's like freaks out for a second, and then he just lets out a big like heavy, somewhat panicked sigh. He's just. And then he kind of steals himself a little bit and starts looking around to see if any of the other crew have made it to where they're at.
Yeah.
To where we're at.
Yeah, so it is early morning on whatever the next day would have been. Does anyone have it written in the last?
March 2nd?
So March 2nd was the last thing you have written?
March 1st was the last day that we had.
So yes, then in
March
2nd. Sounds good. So it's early morning. The storm has subsided. The air is cloyingly hot and humid, and damp sand clings to every available surface. Right, it's just everywhere on you. It's rough and irritating and gets everywhere. But you see like a little lonely beach, desolate save for a scattering of wreckage. And you do see like a couple other people like kind of coming to their senses on like this corner of the beach to the right. But you don't really have time to like look closely at them. Like immediately. They're they're far enough away that you can't immediately like pick out who it is. And they're like, as they're picking themselves up off the sand. What are you guys like doing immediately?
I look out to the sea. What do I see?
You see the ocean, and then you see like 200 feet out. The sea wyvern is like, has a big giant gaping hole in it, and is like crushed up against this reef.
I would probably this could end badly, but I'd probably like jump into the sea in wild shape to swim out to see what's there still. Yeah,
so I think if you're as you're about to do that, like you're getting ready to do it, that is when a tremendous roar tears through the heavy morning air. And it's really like you guys are still like disoriented from the crash, right? You're still kind of like getting yourselves together and looking around. And then suddenly like all the hair on the back of your neck just like stands up, like adrenaline starts pumping through your veins, and you remember where you are, right? And you're like, oh yeah, the legendary Isle of Dread filled with horrible monsters that will like tear you to shreds with a thought. And loping out of the jungle, something that probably the Terra Nullius characters would be very familiar with, but you guys haven't really come across before. You see a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh wait, I can't turn into Tyrannosaurus.
Oh my gosh.
So let's roll some initiative.
All right.
Oh, I gotta wait for you to bring the thing up.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh my gosh. Wow, I rolled a 15, guys.
Okay, guys, time for us
to
roll higher.
What a great start to the season. Oh my gosh.
Come on, Jordan, roll higher. Do it, Jordan.
I swear to Dragon's
Amazing. Everyone is one successively one higher.
Can I just cry, please?
That is a free action, so yes, you can.
Okay, Caleb, I request.
Hey, you go before the Tyrannosaurus.
I go before the dinosaur. That's all that matters.
That is probably a good clip. Let me write the timestamp down here. Very good. Very good.
Wow.
Love you, Lissa.
Love you guys too.
Yeah, so
happy 5 years, everybody.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention. This is technically the stream where we're celebrating our 5-year anniversary.
Is that this week or next week? Or are we just celebrating it today?
It's technically next week. But we're celebrating it now, right?
Okay, that's fine with that.
Let me double check something real quick here.
And all of us besides Alyssa rolled 10s.
That's hilarious.
Dang it, I don't have Charm Monster prepared. I don't have any 4th level spell slots prepared. Except for the pre-one.
Okie dokie. So, Anna, you can go first.
Well, I'm gonna run up to it and attack it.
Sounds good.
What else am I gonna do?
Yeah.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I can make it right up to it easily. And then I'm gonna whack it. Does a 23 hit?
A 23 certainly hits.
That's 9 damage.
I don't really like the
And
way
then I'm
that
gonna
these
whack it again.
New weapon things look.
Oh,
Looks much
I'm
worse.
guessing a 9 doesn't hit.
A 9 does not hit.
And then I'm gonna kick it. Does a 20 hit?
A 20 does hit. I'm not sure what a kick would actually do against a T-Rex, but this is D&D, so yeah, sure.
That's 6 damage.
Very good.
And then I'm gonna run away because I've only moved 7 squares. So
Only
I can
7.
move another 3. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. And something that I hadn't remembered before is it's just a free disengage because I attacked it with my
Very
mobile
good, very
feat.
good. Yeah, so what does this actually look like, Anna, when like you're rushing up to it, but like how do you actually attack it? Like it's roaring, kind of like charging you guys. Like, right, you guys like probably saw the jungle like shake and stuff before it walked out and roared at you guys, but
there's a cup of water right by us and it was shaking.
Well, yeah, Anna's staring at the yam, and the yam just like shakes.
Just start shaking, yeah.
Exactly.
I probably, before I start running up to it, I scoop up the yam and kind of like protectively tuck it into my outfit like you would wear a baby.
Okay,
so it's just like tucked in right here.
Yeah.
And I run up.
And then in the next shot, like it's just gone. In the next shot, we just don't notice the bulge anymore. Right? No. I'm saying is like movie magic, right? Like you can't really do an action scene with a yam strapped to you, so it's just like, oh, it's disappeared.
Can we just like not skip over the phrase "wearing a baby"? Like the latest fashion statement.
Wearing a yam like a baby.
Baby wearing, yeah. So its head is probably pretty far up, so I probably am just like doing all of these attacks to like its foot.
Yeah.
And then running away.
It seems annoyed. All right, Audrin, what do you do?
I lay down and cry.
All right.
Well, laying down takes half your movement speed.
Crying still free action though.
It's true.
True. Well, I still have the gloves of thievery, so I'd like to steal his life.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say steal his wallet.
No, I want to turn him into a wallet.
That's fair. T-Rex wallets are in high supply in Calamar.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably want to do that. Yeah, I am. I will. Where is it? What's the? Oh, yes. I will steady aim,
Yep.
and then I shall.
Yeah, you reach for your hand crossbow and you're like, oh, okay, good, I have it.
Well, my hand crossbow is built into the wrist.
Oh,
thing.
right, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Can you imagine if I would have said, you lose your wrist thing?
I was really hoping you would say that I didn't, but I was like kind of prepared for you to say nah.
No.
Which I mean, it's kind of hard to lose a bracelet because you know
exactly.
it's hard to put them on in the first place.
I let everybody else keep their bracelets, so.
Okay, so I will. Yeah, I'll hand crossbow it.
Sweet.
Wait, can I do that twice?
I don't think so, unless you have extra attack. Which you might. Probably don't, though. Right, you don't have 5 levels in fighter, do you?
No, but I mean, I do have action surge, but I don't want to use that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'm just debating if the shooting the hand crossbow once with the, I guess sneak attack with it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Cool.
Well,
yeah, 10. Oh, yeah, I guess you have advantage. So yeah, 24. Hit it in the face.
Yeah. I'm making the noise that it's making.
Big beastie.
Okay.
You get sneak attack with this too?
I do.
Nice.
So there's that. Wow.
A
Great.
lot of sneak attack.
Yep.
It wasn't super great, but, you know, you hit it with a bolt. Its face.
Da-da-da-da, super lame.
Cool. So your turn then?
Yeah,
Yeah, because you use your bonus action to steady aim.
Yeah.
So, sounds like that's it. Cool. So Tyrannosaurus reels from the bolt that's now in its face and kind of like goes to one of the trees and tries to like brush it off, and maybe it's, you know, we see half of it snap off and then it turns back. But everybody else still gets to go. So Deli, it's still like in the middle of charging slow motion, I guess.
I don't have a lot to do when I don't have treasure to regain spell slots.
That's
so I'm
true.
just gonna cast Shillelagh on my club and cast Frostbite. That's a cantrip. So it's a DC 15 saving throw.
Got it. It failed by 1.
Okay, so it's
So-
5 damage and
Well, yeah, it's 5
Has
cold damage.
disadvantage
He's
on-
probably never come across cold damage in his entire existence.
it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Cool.
That's my turn.
Very
I might
good.
also move the. What direction is it charging?
It's actually probably charging straight to you, actually.
I'm gonna move away because I'm a little squishy. I'm gonna move this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, does this leave me in range of it? It's gonna move forward, but make sure I'm in. Oh yeah, I still got plenty.
Don't
of range.
worry, it's still probably gonna attack me first.
I know, but still, I'm gonna beat back.
All right, then Tikwi.
Can't hear you.
You
You're
muted.
muted.
Can I say that I was closer to everybody? I feel like I would have been closer to everybody.
I randomly put you in a space, not even actually knowing where the Tyrannosaurus was going to come out, actually, but you can be.
Tikwi's always
here.
close to everybody.
Excellent. That's all I need. Okay, because that'll put me right in front of it. That's what I want.
Cool.
So, using my new 5th level abilities, I have a little bit more speed, and I
Very good.
run right up to it, and I rage at it.
Awesome.
And then I'm gonna attack it.
Tikwi charges in the midst of it.
All right.
Oh, yeah, you have double attack now, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
12.
12 does not hit. I'm so
Wow,
sorry.
that's really lame.
Too bad
Okay.
you didn't have advantage.
We see Tikwi just
19.
like rage,
Does a 19
charge,
hit?
and miss terribly the first time. No, yeah, and the second one does hit. So you probably just like swinging at it. It moves its leg out of the way, right? And as it's just kind of like trying to get away from all these bugs that are nipping at its heels. And then you manage to score a nice big blow on it with a warhammer right on its like shin bone or whatever, right?
Excellent. So +2 to that for
What's-
rage damage. So 12.
Perfect. Yeah, cool.
And then my guardians come out.
Yeah,
Oh, oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to actually put that in chat.
it's all good.
But they have any disadvantage on attack rolls against me, or half damage to my opponents
Cool.
or to my friends. Sorry. That's it. That's my turn.
Cool. I just realized I can tint tokens. That's cool.
Excellent.
Sounds
5 years later.
good.
Wait, you can what tokens?
You can create like a color tint for them.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure exactly. I was thinking of like something I could do to like show that it had like the spirit guardians around it, but also I don't know. That doesn't really tell us much.
But it could
Per
be
se, 'cause I
helpful
always
if
forget.
if we're fighting 20 T-Rexes, and we can be like, I'm going to the
The
yellow
blue one.
T-Rex.
Yeah, exactly. So what you guys didn't notice
Oh
is
no.
that crouching in the jungle, waiting for an opportunity, were a couple of velociraptor-looking things as well.
Guys, do you know what this means? I can wild shape into velociraptors
It's
now.
true. Well, technically, these are Deinonychuses, I guess.
That's
according
what
to
it
the rules.
is.
But yeah,
Dang it, I ran towards
you did. Yes.
Velociraptors.
And they try to go pick you off, right?
Great.
While
Well, at
everybody
least
else is
I'm
focusing-
resistant to crits.
While everybody else is focusing on that. So they both get their special like claw attack thingy. So the first one is gonna do its. Oh wait, I'm doing that to the GM layer. Here we go. Did it miss both of its claw attacks?
Well, it has advantage
Oh,
because they're flanking.
yes.
So I'm
So
only
one
seeing
hits.
3. Yeah, so well, I'm seeing the first bite hits and the second claw hits.
Yep. So 6 piercing, 5 slashing. As it jumps on you, and then go ahead and make a strength save.
I'm glad I have my gauntlets of ogre power still. Crit!
Oh, nice. Yeah, so you stay on your feet at least until the next one attacks you.
Dang it, Caleb.
And those all hit because advantage.
Wait, what's my AC?
So
Oh yeah, my AC's 14.
8.
So that's 8, 16, 24.
Mm-hmm. Then making one more strength save.
I don't get to carry the crit.
You do not. No, this is a different creature trying to pounce on you.
15.
15 succeeds, so you're good. Yeah, so you manage to stay on your feet as they like circle you and start taking jabs at you, right? Taking bites. Yeah. And it's literally like Deli is just like being harassed suddenly by these dinosaurs off in the back as the rest of your attacking this T-Rex.
They will take me down next turn if they do that again.
Yeah. The T-Rex is going to bite Takewee. Actually, I think what it's going to do is move here and then bite Takewee. The
Okay,
28 to hit.
20 to hit.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
41.
No, it's a 28 to hit.
No, because it has disadvantage.
It has disadvantage on creatures
it
that
did-
aren't Takewee.
Well, but
No,
No,
it
but-
has
right.
disadvantage against me,
Oh,
and then
really?
you
No, it
guys
says-
take half.
my ice attack gave it
Oh,
disadvantage.
yeah. But
Okay.
your thing says
But-
until the start of your next turn that any target has disadvantage on any attack roll that isn't against you.
Yeah, that's what I remember, right? Because the idea is it has to be against you. They're
No,
they're funneling them to you.
Ancestral protectors. When you're raging, the first creature you hit becomes the target of the warriors, which hinders his attacks until the start of your next turn. The target has disadvantage on any attack rolls that isn't against you.
Exactly. That's what we're saying. So because it's biting you, it's not disadvantage.
Oh, right.
Well, it
Except
also
it
has
is disadvantage because of the cold.
It's
Yeah,
frostbite.
yeah.
Right. Okay. Got it.
Also,
Sorry.
we were all agreeing.
Does a 20 hit you?
No. I mean, yes, it does.
Okay, so didn't help that much.
No, it still hits. So it's a moot point. Okay. Well, for less damage though, so that's good.
This is bad for me, y'all. I don't have my parry apt.
That's true. So Takui, it bites you. Luckily, you have rage, so it doesn't do quite as much as it would to anyone else. You are now grappled. Until the grapple ends, you're restrained, but the Tyrannosaurus can't bite another target. So you're like in its mouth, basically, right?
Okay.
And then it's going to attack with its tail against Anna.
No, thank you.
And miss. So we see its tail like whip out, and Anna just like, whoa, jumps over it like a jump rope.
Ooh, fun game.
All right, cool. Anna, it's you.
If I stabbed this T-Rex with a dagger, would I get sneak attack because Takui is in its mouth and within 5 feet of it?
Sorry, say that again. I was reading something.
If I stab the T-Rex with a dagger, would I get sneak attack because Takui is within 5 feet of it in its mouth?
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I'm going to use my first attack with a quarterstaff.
Oh. The mattress just fell on me.
I'm guessing a 14 misses.
That was weird. A 14 hits.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
13 damage.
Very good.
And then I'm going to try and stab it with my dagger. 14 hits.
14 also hits, yeah.
Okay, so then that's 7 damage plus can I do that? 3 sneak attack damage because I'm a sneaky little girl.
Very good.
And then, as my bonus action, I'm gonna kick it.
Very good.
Because it's being mean to my friend. Oh, another 14 hits. That's another 7 damage.
Very good. Yeah, so I think we just see, right, like it reaches down and bites Takui, tries to swing at Anna. Anna dodges like the tail and then goes right for the head because like
he's my friend.
Exactly. He's reaching down, like having Takui in his mouth, and like Takui's like fighting to get free. Anna just like slams the thing with the quarterstaff and then stabs it like near the eye.
A rough day.
Exactly. Cool stuff. Yeah, it looks definitely very damaged. So,
and then, yeah, I think that's. I don't think I'm gonna move. I think I'm just gonna. Well, I'm gonna go here to possibly draw those away from Deli a little bit, and they can't attack us both. I don't know. No, I need to try and get Deli to not get attacked all.
Okay. Oh, I was okay.
Are you okay? If
I had an idea. I had called for Audrin. So
go right there.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Audrin. How do you save your friend?
Please say which one.
I start making pterodactyl screeches at them.
They do not respond.
God,
All right. Plan B.
Seth is thinking about all the dinosaurs he can turn into now that we're on this island.
No, I just realized I could give them a taste of their own medicine on their turn.
I would like to.
That's always been one of my favorite things about druids in D&D is like they can only turn into what they've seen, and so they can slowly build a repertoire of animals that they can turn into as they travel the world. It's a lot of fun.
Do I go for the sneak attack or do I go for the firebolt?
Sneak attack will probably do more damage.
I don't know. After that, well, okay. But really, my hesitation is whether or not because like, I don't know. Yeah. Well, I could. No, that's probably not a good idea to do that quite yet. Yeah, I'll just shoot it with my hand crossbow. I'll shoot the... top one.
Okay.
This one right here with my hand crossbow. And I automatically get sneak attack and I don't have to steady aim because it's near. Hello!
I think they changed what size these things appear as, and I like it. It's so much bigger now. You can see the token much more clearly.
Yeah.
16 hits.
Yay.
Nice.
It hurt?
Yeah, you like hit it right in the eye. It's very damaged. It just screeches at you and clicks its claws. Cool. Is that your turn then?
I screech back at it. No, I'm kidding. I don't. That's a Darius thing.
Yeah.
Not an Audrey thing. Yeah, I think that's my turn. Like, I still have a bonus action, but I don't have anything to do with it.
I mean, didn't you use it to steady aim?
I didn't need to because he was standing next to an ally.
Yes. Cool. All right, then. I guess it is Deli's turn.
Okay, I just want to ask before I look into this. Look in this book because I can't find the stats online. Is this the CR1 quarter velociraptor?
CR1, yes.
Okay. No, the ones I'm looking at are CR1 quarter. That's what I can turn into. That's
CR1 quarter? No. These are CR1s.
Okay, so I can look at this then. I just didn't want to metagame this.
Mhm.
Oh, these have like garbage hit points. I'll get hit down like immediately out of this.
The actual like CR1 fourth velociraptors are weak.
They're not
weak
good.
sauce.
Okay, let me double check ape then to see if it's worthwhile to even wild shape. I mean, if anything, it's extra hit points. It's 19 hit points.
You transform into an ape. Turns out this island is primarily dominated by sentient apes, and these things are terrified of it, and they run away. Because they think that you're one of them and that you're about to unleash the new world order.
My current thought process is just wild shaping into an ape just so I have a little bit more chance to survive for a little bit longer. It's just the ape doesn't do a lot of damage. Question.
Mm-hmm.
It does say, this this is stupid. But ape has multi-attack. Could I technically wild shape into an ape, keep the shillelagh, and hit them with it?
Apes can use tools.
Yes.
They have opposable thumbs, so yes.
Awesome, that's what I'm doing, because honestly, I think it's my best option.
That's pretty funny to think about too.
Well, no, because I have a guide that like has all of like the creatures just so I have a reference, and it says 2 melee attacks with decent damage and decent attack bonus, and extremely rare ranged weapon attack. Because ape has human-like hands, you can likely use weapons. I'm like,
makes sense.
I wonder if I could use my shillelagh.
Because you have the intelligence of you, right? So
yeah. Can I get my token? Although I guess technically, I didn't think about this. No, actually, I don't think it matters. I don't know how the roll works. Give me a second. I don't know if this would actually make it weaker, but I am hitting twice. I needed to check what stat it's using.
Oh, I know why it's doing that. I started using a larger size for the tokens that I'm uploading.
Great.
That's why it's.
I still hit with my wisdom score, so I can still hit it normally. So you see Deli turn into the pink gorilla, and just smack him over the head with the shillelagh. The one that
Audrey already had.
Audrey just hit.
Cool.
And he said he's looking pretty bad.
Yeah.
Shillelagh. I should probably actually press it. Only
10 misses.
17?
Yep, 17 hits.
Or
nice.
10 bludgeoning damage.
It's not dead, but it's certainly on its last legs.
That's all I can do.
Cool.
I think.
It's on its tiny arms.
Yeah, so it's just
that's all I can do.
The giant Nonix just starts snapping at you, and you just like turn into an ape and smash it over the head with a stick. Love it.
Pretty much.
With a spoon, actually.
Giant spoon.
Yeah.
It's still canonically a giant
Bad dino. Oh my gosh. You know what it reminds me of, Seth? It reminds me of the characters in Chrono Cross that use the ladle as the weapon.
Which one is that again? That's the big fat cook guy, right?
Yeah. And the cook woman.
Oh yeah. Is there a guy and a girl? And they're married? Okay, I can't remember.
They're not married, but yeah.
Tekwe, it is you.
Okay, so Tekwe is in this thing's mouth and she's like getting jostled and she's just like, let me. As she, let's see here.
So your attack rolls are a disadvantage if you're in the mouth.
Does that say that on its? It says I'm grappled. Grappled is different
and restrained.
Than restrained.
It says that in there. I'll read it again.
It does.
Yep.
It says grappled.
Until this grapple ends, the target is restrained.
Dang it.
Yep.
So my attack.
It's a DC 17 athletics or acrobatics to escape.
Right, but that's an action.
Turn. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Also, guys, I just realized wild shaping to an ape reduced my AC.
Seti looks pretty bad.
Yeah, for sure. You've done a number on him. Well, Anna's done a number on him.
Okay. I cast sleep. Oh wait, I can't. Oh, I bonus action in my rage and cast sleep.
Okay.
This could either be really good or really bad because I just ended my rage.
Yeah.
But you know what? This sounds cool to me, so let's go for it.
And it doesn't require an attack roll, so.
Yeah, exactly.
And if he has few enough hit points, it will.
Hey. So when I said he's looking bad, I meant relatively to his total amount of hit points, which was 100 and something. He's
well,
much
probably
more
the
than 14,
Velociraptor falls asleep then, at the very least.
Oh yeah, is there a range for it? 90 feet? Yeah. This one does indeed fall asleep.
Oh, thank you.
The one at the top.
At least I'm not being flanked.
You're welcome.
No, that was very good. I was actually gonna get knocked out if I did. That something like that didn't happen soon.
Yeah, that one's asleep.
For a minute?
I figured at the very least I would have gotten that one out of the running for you. Mm-hmm. So
it worked. I'm thankful.
Okay, now let's see what becomes of me.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're probably gonna die, but okay.
It gets one bite attack on me.
I think
or
this
it
one
swallows you.
I think this other Deinonychus is just gonna run. Because it doesn't really know that you've not killed its companion. It just is like, oh, it's down. He's down. I can't do this on my own, and he's just gonna rush off into the jungle, just disengage and run.
Okay, I was about to ask.
Yep. So he'll just run off, leaving his companion to die. And then T-Rex is gonna take another chomp on Tekwe.
Okay.
I guess first he's gonna move this way.
With me.
Yep. And just for dramatic effect, we'll have it attack Audryn with its tail attack first. 16, Audryn.
That is my AC.
That's your AC, okay. 20 to you, bludgeoning.
I have it.
Nice.
It should have attacked me. It wouldn't have hit me if it attacked me.
That's why I didn't. And then it's going to chomp down on Tekwe.
That's right. You better turn tail and run, you coward.
And he has advantage. It doesn't really matter in this situation, but and you take 43 piercing damage.
Cool. I'm still up.
Still up. Very nice. So,
even after not raging, dang.
Yeah, I know. So the T-Rex just opens his jaw again, and Tekwe's just and then it chomps back down. Tekwe just gets impaled by a giant tooth, but is still up, still conscious. Maybe she doesn't. Yeah. She maybe wishes she wasn't conscious, but she is.
Okay, eight hit points left,
and then Anna, it's you.
It's all good, guys. I'm fine.
Now that he's right up against Audryn, I'm running over here to flank.
Okay.
To get some advantage. So first we're gonna go with the quarterstaff. That's a crit.
Nice.
14 damage. That's
very
not
good.
What about sneak attack?
I don't get sneak attack with the quarterstaff.
Oh, you don't?
I get sneak attack with my dagger.
Darn.
Which I'm now gonna stab him with. Oh, that's only a 12.
12 does not hit. I'm sorry.
Okay, let me kick him. There
16 hits. Yep.
4. This is poopy damage. I'm sorry.
It's all right. You did your best. Audrin? You can tell that this other Deinonychus is down, and the other one ran off, so.
Yeah.
Is it down for a minute?
Think so, right, Takeaway? A minute on the...
Yeah, something like that.
10 rounds, I'm ignoring it.
Here, there you go. Duration 1 minute.
Can't wait till I get the thing that lets me use my basically use 2 rapiers at the same time.
Yep. It's gonna stabby stab. Because
Well,
if you stab with your rapier, you can still attack with your dagger, right?
no, that's the problem. That's the thing that I've been doing wrong over and over again.
Yeah, we figured out that the rapier is not a light weapon.
It's not a light weapon.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not surprising because a short sword is 1d6 and it is a light weapon.
It's surprising given real life considerations, but it's not surprising given the damage that it does.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It's for balancing reasons.
Yeah.
So the only dagger I have is the one that's on my wrist thing.
Yeah,
right?
your Assassin's Creed dagger, yeah.
Okay. And I have both of my good rapiers, but I can't use I can use one of them. And
I mean, could you do much more if you just attack with your hand crossbow? I don't think either way you're gonna have to only attack once, right?
either way, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I think no matter what, I can only attack once. But the hand crossbow, the hand crossbow is 1d6 plus 2, whereas the rapier plus 1 is 1d8 plus 2 plus something else.
Yeah, I mean, if you're standing in front of it already, makes sense to just stab.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll rapier it.
Cool. 16 hits.
Yay. And I do get sneak.
Nice. All right, you've done 10 damage. It is still up, still not. It's damaged and stuff, but.
Now, here's the thing. How desperately do we need more damage on this thing right now, guys?
It's fine. Don't worry. We're good.
Okay.
I mean, Takewee will very likely go down the next time she's hit by this thing, but
I have a plan.
All right.
Well, I asked because I can action surge, but it is also the first encounter of the day.
Of the day, yeah. It's true.
Which, I mean, if we took a short rest, I'd still be able to do it again, but
I think we're going to probably take a short rest after this.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll action surge. Yeah. And I'll attack again.
Yeah, go for it. Yes, use all your stuff, Caleb says.
That's a 16.
It is a 16.
Yeah, 16 hits.
Well, that was a dagger. Shoot. I meant to click rapier, which is the same roll.
Yeah, that's fine. Just click on the damage.
Just click the damage for the rapier. Oh, there we go. That's a 20.
Do you get the sneak attack?
Well, I don't think you get the sneak attack damage again, though, right? Yeah.
Dang it!
Still did a good number of damage on him.
Wait a second.
You rolled above average damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's once per turn. Gosh darn it.
Too bad you didn't get the second roll, though. All right, cool. So, Deli, it's you.
I take it there's no way I can flank this thing, given the position.
No. Takeaway is in its mouth, so no.
Yeah. Can't flank someone with someone in his mouth?
No, unless you got in its... Well, we won't go there.
Unless you went on its head, maybe?
No, you sure? That's what I was going to say.
I shoved the shillelagh up its
We're never cooking with that thing again.
Shillelagh and suppository both start with an S.
That's true.
Okay, I'm just going to run up to it and bash it. And hope something happens.
So we have an ape hitting a T-Rex with a spoon.
A giant stick, yes.
Yeah.
Can we please make that I feel like that should be a podcast cover or something.
Yes, if we had fans, this would be the fan art for
You
it,
have
right?
you have Deli hitting it with the spoon. You have Tikwi like in the mouth, and you have him on the other side. So we're just stabbing and punching it. It's a metal. That's a metal band cover. Okay, Shillelagh. 16.
16. Yeah, and if it was a metal band cover, it'd be like everything is a metaphor for something else deep and nihilistic, probably.
I'm gonna roll the other Shillelagh just for the heck of it right now. Oh, I only hit with 1.
Yep.
5 bludgeoning.
Good old 5 damage. Yeah, not
I
done
rolled
yet.
a 1.
Takewee, what would you
Okay.
like to do before you
What's
get
I
this
hope this is a
plan?
good plan.
What's this plan? I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers on it
Okay.
Why?
because it says it must make a wisdom saving throw if available. It must run as far away from you as possible. So it must drop me and run away.
It made the save though.
No, it does.
13.
Didn't.
My spell's out. Mine is 13. Dang it. Okay, well, it still takes the damage.
Cool.
Half the damage.
Half the damage, yeah.
So, dang it. Wow, that would have been so cool.
It would have been. I was kind
Oh,
of afraid
well.
it was going to just run away with you in its mouth.
Yeah,
No, because
no,
it says
that's
it
what I
must
was
go as
thinking.
far away from me
from
as possible.
her, yeah, so she would
Yeah.
she would
Right.
drop it.
So I was like, he would have dropped me, but that's okay. So he takes
It's
4 psychic damage.
the T-Rex isn't stupid enough to run away from you while it has you in its mouth. So yeah, not
Darn
down.
It
Definitely
was
same damage.
worth a shot. Bye, Cruel World.
So yeah, I think what it does is first it attacks probably the 8th, probably attacks Deli, because that's the last thing that got hit on it with its tail.
Oh yeah, that hits.
25.
I'm probably going to get knocked. Oh yeah,
25
I'm way knocked
bludgeoning.
out of. I'm way knocked
my
out of that
gosh.
waveform.
And then it's gonna bite down on Takewee
Bye. And that will
for
do
42 piercing.
it. I'm down.
Which luckily just means you go into the dying phase.
Yes, luckily.
And then it just decides to, trot off into the jungle. It'll do like it lets you guys do like tax opportunity against it, but it's just running away.
I mean, what's its speed? It can't outrun me.
Bye-bye.
Its speed is 50, so it can get.
Yeah,
all the
my
way
speed
there.
is also 50.
So it
Well,
gets to the edge of the map there, and then you guys can
Okay.
make a tax opportunity.
Well, yeah.
Frick.
That's a 14. That hits.
Yep.
That's 12 damage.
And then Jordan.
Kill it.
Oh, and it swallowed Takewee, by the way.
I figured.
And then Audra misses. So,
I'm
Anna,
coming, take me.
yeah, I was gonna say you can probably finish it off here, but
How is
Okay,
this thing
let's see.
looking?
very,
you
very
say it's
bad.
going to finish it off.
3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, you're so slow. Did it run a full 50 feet or?
Yep.
Okay,
It's just large, so it's hard to tell. Like it
Oh.
seems like it's moved slower.
got it. Okay, well here we go. That's a 16, and that's 12 damage.
Wait a second.
Uh,
Oh, I just realized it's actually this big. Whoops.
whoops.
Actually bigger than it was on the map there.
Well, who cares? I'm hitting it again.
And you killed it. So
Oh, okay.
Congrats.
Just kidding. I for my next attack, I go to try and Heimlich take me
Yeah.
out of its stomach.
I don't think you as a medium creature could Heimlich a huge Tyrannosaurus.
Can I attack it with my dagger to carve take me
Yeah, I was gonna
out?
say, can
You
we,
can
like,
try to.
start
Yeah, I mean,
cutting it open?
it's not going to be that big of a deal. So you guys can just go over and cut it out, cut her out. She's in the dying phase
Cut
though.
her out.
I think with all of your guys' like turns, so like if Anna worked on it and then Audryn and then Deli, by the time it gets around to Takewee's like death save that she's gonna have to roll here, she's out of the T-Rex at least, right? She's cut out of it. So Takewee, go ahead and make a death save for us, and we'll see how someone will need to heal you up, but
Okay.
Yep. So good there.
We still have an enemy on board.
He's asleep.
He's
Do we want to
asleep.
take care of it first, though, or
If you want
Okay.
to, I'm going to be attempting a medicine check.
that's true? Actually, we need to.
Yeah. So it'd be you next, Anna. If you wanna-
Okay, I'm going to
Try
try a
catching.
medicine check. I'm not good at this.
Hey.
16?
Yeah, you're good. I think it's just a 10. So
She's good, everybody.
it's either a 10 or a 15. So either way, you're good. So she's stabilized. And then if you want to, Deli, you can just like walk over and bash the thing's head in a couple
it's
times.
Audryn's turn.
Well, I mean, the combat's over, so whoever wants to.
Oh, okay. If we just want to take it out, we're good.
Yep.
Okay.
Certainly.
Dilly goes,
I'm sorry, but you're mean.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. And does anyone want to like magically heal takeaway, or are you just like taking short rests and gonna heal out?
I don't have the ability to. I don't have cure wounds prepared.
Fair.
Nobody can magically
And
heal
there's
her.
no
I don't know what
healing
you're
potions,
talking
yeah.
about.
Fair.
I don't have magic.
Okay, so after 1 hour, I wake up with 1 hit point,
It's
or
true.
however many hours is it?
You have to roll a
actually? You have to
D4.
roll
Oh,
it.
yeah, roll
I have to roll a
D4.
D4. Oh crap! Gosh, roll 1d4. 4 hours.
All right, so take people. We have no help during
Um,
this next scavenging bit. So yeah, I mean, I think
before we
yeah.
move on to investigating stuff,
Mhm.
can I want to try and take dinosaur tooth.
Oh
a
yeah,
T-Rex
sure, of course.
tooth.
Go and make a survival check for me.
Okay.
I assume you're doing it from the T-Rex. Want a big one?
Yeah.
Nice.
8.
An 8 is not good enough. I just think you try and you're just like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I can't get this out properly at all.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, someone else could try, but I don't think anyone's trained in survival. So
I have a +4, but I'm not trained.
I mean, Deli can make an attempt if you'd like to.
Wait, actually, real quick.
Mhm.
If I technically killed that Velociraptor, I get life from chaos. I do restore some hit points from that.
yes,
That's
that's
never
true.
come up.
Mm.
So
Yeah, Deli doesn't often get killing blows on things. So
no, I don't.
Sorry,
you may
I should have
regain
let you kill the T-Rex.
It's fine. No, it's fine. You may regain a number of hit points equal to that creature's number of hit dice.
number of hit dice. Okay, let's take a look. It is 4.
So I gain 4 hit points.
Yep.
Hey, it's not nothing.
Yep, it's true. So, as you stabilize Takui and Anna is trying to like carve a tooth from the T-Rex, the surviving NPCs that you kind of like saw off to the other side of the beach make their way down to where you guys are.
Actually, question. Could I attempt removing one of the tooths with a medicine check?
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you don't know the anatomy of the T-Rex per se, but like you could at least make a good go at it.
Or like,
I mean, Deli did go to dental school, so
Sure.
I am a dragonborn. I have similar.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can make the roll. It's not going to be easy, but
12. I don't know.
I don't think with a 12. It's not even that like because like you could probably break off a tooth just fine. It's just neither of you have a good trophy to show for it by the end. It's like damaged and weird looking and broken and
for some reason we both went for molars,
yeah, exactly.
which
Like you
aren't
just don't-
impressive anyway.
Yeah.
Deli doesn't want a trophy. She just wants like a. Oh no, because she shouldn't do that. That's what poachers do.
Sure. But yeah, so the pack of NPCs kind of makes their way to you. And of course, who is heading up the pack but Avner?
No.
A natural.
I'm
born
so glad
leader.
that I'm not alive right or conscious right now for this conversation.
So the 4 people you see heading down, you see Avner, you see Tavi and Lyrith, and then you see Conrad. Right, Conrad Horsecroft, the priest, the person who pretended he was a priest and then got locked in the brig.
He didn't drown in his prison cell.
He did not. So he, Avner, like heads up the pack, and she seems absolutely furious, and he immediately just starts like making demands. He's like, "You, Dragonborn monk, captain." Actually, he probably just goes to Audryn first. He just says, "You, captain, how are you going to assure my safety making it to Farshore?"
Well, I might start by knocking you out so you don't get yourself killed while you're screaming out here in a dinosaur-infested jungle. How about we start with that? Would you like that?
Sniffs, turns up his nose, and he says, "How dare you talk to me as such? We're not on your ship anymore, Audryn."
Before he can say anything else, Audryn just knocks him out.
I think you could probably just do it without a roll, right? Like, this is Avner we're talking about. I think you literally just, like, clock him upside the head, and he just goes down to the sand.
So he goes like halfway through the sentence.
Yeah, just limps. And Tavi and Lyrith both just like, what? And Conrad, I think, immediately, like, pales. And then he, like, waddles over to you, Audryn, and then, like, kind of prostrates himself before you and basically just says, like, please, Captain Audryn, sir, I know that I have not been the most admirable of passengers, but I beg you to have mercy on me. Please don't leave me in this jungle to die. Can you please take me to Far Shore safely? I promise I will do whatever you want. I will help with whatever you need. We need to scavenge the debris on the beach? I can do that. I can do that right now.
Audrey just says, calm down, Conrad. We're going to need everybody's help in order to get everything moving along and to get everybody safe.
I promise I didn't break out of the brig, all right? A big timber smashed through the lock, and then I kind of swam to the shore.
Audrey just interrupts him. Conrad, that stuff doesn't matter right now. What matters right now is making sure everybody is safe, making sure everybody's okay, and scavenging as much of our stuff as we can get. Forget everything in the past right now.
Right.
Forget who you were. Forget what you've done. We got to focus on this if we want to survive. This is a dangerous place, and I can't babysit everybody.
Make a persuasion check. I'm curious if you can get him to be like legitimately loyal to you in this moment, right?
Also, as Anna's watching all of this happen, she just murmurs under her breath, like, Takewe's gonna be really mad she missed that.
Abner getting clocked, or
yeah,
okay.
Abner getting clocked and Conrad just being like, please.
Okay, I was trying to think of
Takwe might have been I don't know, a little impressed by Audrey taking charge like that.
I'm like, where's this man been my whole life?
Yeah, there's nothing I can do for extra persuasion, so I'll just roll.
So the 10, it's like, again, he listens to you, but like this is still right now at least like a shallow like loyalty that he has to you. He's just scared for his life, and he's like, okay, I'm simpering, whatever, right? This isn't him like becoming your loyal henchman for life.
I didn't expect him to. I didn't need him to.
Sounds good. Yeah.
I would like to take this opportunity to just say to everyone, you know, guys, we can take this as a great opportunity from Dragonborn Jesus, just like how we can find new life in him. This is a new start for us. And
Lyrith just like rolls her eyes.
I think this can be good for all of us if we just have that good attitude going into it.
Yeah, Lyrith rolls her eyes and then just looks at you. Oh, Takewe's unconscious. Actually, yeah, she probably notices that Takewe's unconscious and then like rushes over to her and it's like, what happened? She's bleeding.
And does she heal her as a bard?
I did tell her to take stuff.
No, if she has that, let's check.
I did tell her she needs to get some like actual stuff to be able to help us in combat.
I don't know if she's leveled up by now. Oh, I guess maybe she did because you guys were gonna level up at the end of the.
Yeah, so would she?
I think we were saying they would like level up, like when you guys leveled up. So let me actually do that real quick. I don't think she has any. Yeah, she doesn't have any right now, but let's do.
She could get healing word.
Yeah, let's do a real quick character master level up for her.
To finally be useful for something.
Hey, she's useful at seducing people. Yeah, so
is that really useful?
Healing word you wanted her to take?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, that's what everyone's been desperate for her to take.
Very good.
Real quick, I was writing this down. Carlos was the name of the guy that was
Conrad.
Conrad Horsecroft. There he is.
He looks like
he's so smooth. Why is he such a smooth man?
I know.
He's a smooth criminal.
There he is. And then let me real quick. I'll do the same for Tavi, because he is. And you were leveling him up in Rogue as well, Audrin, right? Because he took his first levels in Rogue, and I assume you would have.
Yeah, he's gonna keep getting trained in Rogue. Yeah,
cool. I don't have to make any decisions for him. He just levels up. Very good. He has cunning action now, though.
Well, me and Tavi are leveling up at the same rate for Rogue.
It's true.
Do I get hit points back?
Oh right, yeah. I forgot. I was just checking the other characters to see. The other ones just have NPC character sheets, so okay. Healing word. Boom.
Thanks.
Whoa.
7 hit points. There you go.
That's impressive.
Oh my gosh, wow, my Padawan is finally being useful.
Cool.
It's exciting. But yeah, Takui kind of like gets up and she's just like, ow.
Are you okay, Takui? What happened? You're bleeding everywhere.
Takui just she just like kind of rubs her head and she says the name for a T-Rex in her native language.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you would know what it is.
I would know what it is. I'm in primordial.
Yeah.
And she's just like, it was a equivalent of T-Rex in primordial. And I'm just like, why do they have those out here? I thought I was finally done with those.
It's a primordial Rex.
Yeah, and so I think Conrad is already like starting to pick through the wreckage, like try to help you guys find stuff. But at this point, I think that's probably what well, I think Tavi, I think, comes up to you, Audrin, and he seems slightly shaken, and like everybody is from the crash. But he also, there's like this weird, and you can maybe make an insight check to like know exactly what's going on. But there's like a weird kind of like excited tension about him too. Yeah. So if you wanted to roll an insight, 16. Yeah, I mean, you remember now, like he did a lot of study on the Isle of Dread before you guys came to this place. So he's probably he's excited to be here finally. Like even despite everything, he's like, this is the place. I can finally like sketch things and take notes and be a scholar. Get some hands-on experience with this place. But he comes up to you and then says, "What's the plan, Audrin? I don't think the Sea Wyvern is shipworthy, and I don't even think we have enough for a crew, even if we could get it fixed."
To start with, we collect as much of our supplies as we can get.
Of course.
Then we collect the crew as much as we can get. And then we'll go from there. Once we know what our crew situation is like, and once we know what supplies we have, then we can probably start setting up a base camp from there.
He nods. All right, I'll get on it then. Then
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Well, I was going to say one more thing to Tavi.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
And like as Tavi like turns away to go start doing that, Audrin just goes, "Tavi,
yeah,
you're ready for this."
He smiles and he's like, I think I am.
And Audrin gives him a bit of a smirk, and he like nods him on.
Cool.
So I have an idea of how we can recover stuff from the ship, and Deli would probably explain this the way. I don't know why Deli would think of this, but I thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially, what we could do is we could go unravel one of the sails from the boat, and then use that essentially as a bag to load stuff in, and then pull it back to shore.
Sure. Yeah. Makes sense.
Question. Deli, I think you would have this. Do you have detect magic?
I think she does. I'm pretty sure she
Because
used it before.
if you have detect magic, can't that help us just find all of our magic items?
Yeah, I also have it as well.
Yes, and I can cast it as a ritual, so I don't have to worry about it running out, using my spell slots. Yes, I can do that.
I have it as well.
All right.
Can you do it ritually?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Let's just get down to this then. Let me.
I can't do it as a dolphin though, but I do have a swim speed, just because I have my ring of swimming. So it really is dependent on how we.
Well, I wasn't sure how much would be in the water and how much would just be washed ashore.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Ignore that. I clicked the wrong.
We're just gonna be like walking like metal detectors, but for magic items.
Yeah. So are you guys? Sorry, I'm trying to find.
Walk around with a 30-foot stick, just going like this, and as soon as I hit something, go like, "It's something around here."
Okay, so actually, Caleb, what I'm going to do is very tricky.
Mm-hmm.
I want to use minor illusion to create an illusion of like basically what like the water and stuff behind me while I'm in the air, so it looks like I'm not there. I want to float up and disguise like all around me.
Mm-hmm.
And just to make sure that there's no like predators or anything, they're like, look, a thing flying in the air and run towards us. I don't want to fly up and get like a bird's eye view
Sure,
of what
and
stuff
have a bunch of
is
like
around
flying
us.
things attack you or whatever. Okay, yeah, it's fine.
Right.
Sounds
so
good.
So while I'm flying up in the air like that, can I do some sort of I'll say investigation? See what I can.
What are you trying to find exactly?
I want to see just the immediate area and see if there's anything I can spot of like where things went, how scattered
Sure,
I can.
yeah, let's go make an investigation.
And see, especially like see if there's any like other survivors from the crew.
Yeah. 26, pretty good. So I think everyone else is
that was
like
a 19, by the way.
Yeah, I think everyone else is like, you know, scavenging the beach and whatnot while you're like looking out overhead. And yeah, you see no signs of any other person. You do a pretty good search, and this is me as the GM also saying you will not, right now at least, you will not find any other crew. This is the crew that you have that survived.
What about
all
other
the people
wreckage? How far?
The wreckage is actually pretty centered on this area, so you shouldn't have to go too far from here. But then, so yeah, I basically have a little system set up for how you can find items and stuff like that based on investigation checks. So, go ahead, Deli. Yeah.
Of all the people to survive, Avner was the first one.
I know. Yes.
One thing I was thinking too is we could also have it so Takewee casts detect magic while I'm in dolphin form, and I can like swim around and we can try and see what we can find that way. That way she can have up detect magic, and I don't have to worry about virtually casting it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think with detect magic and stuff, you guys will basically get advantage on your investigation checks.
Yeah.
But the trick is this isn't going to be based on like, oh, you get a crit, you find all your stuff, right? I have a little like a table of stuff already set up that will determine what you actually find. And so it is morning, right? Probably by the time you get started on this, it's probably like 8 or 9. Depending on how long you want to take doing this, basically the way that this will work is, so let's see what I wrote down here. Gathering up food and other gear from the shipwreck is not a simple task. Most of the cargo has sunk into the bay, but some has floated ashore. Scavenging on the beach requires a DC 10 investigation check and takes 30 minutes per check. With a successful check, the character finds 5 pounds of edible food or 1 valuable tool. And there's like a table we'll roll
We
on.
have a whole bunch of food on the beach right now in the form of a T-Rex.
That is true, I suppose, but none of you have survival to be able to.
Also, Deli is saying that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
I eat lots of things.
Wait,
Let me check. I'm going to check on Tabby.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Tabby doesn't have survival now, and he'd be the only one of these people.
I have a +4 to survival. That's
Can you check Avner just to be sure?
Turns out
Avner does not have survival. He just. Well, no. What happened is
probably a Boy Scout.
Audrin hit him so hard on the head that he wakes up with an entirely different personality and skill set.
Honestly,
that'd be nice.
Amazing.
I was actually
that
kind of
actually
thinking of
wouldn't
that,
be
kind of
totally out
hoping.
of the question.
No,
It
he-
happens.
He has
a series of severe concussions and see what happens.
Have you seen Dragon Ball?
he has deception, insight, and persuasion as skills. So.
That does not surprise me at all.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't think so there like in the adventure itself, there are plenty of options for like cutting down your food and stuff like that by like scavenging in the wilderness and stuff. I don't think that's really an option for you guys. Deli could make rolls if she would like to, but there's the chance if she gets low enough of picking the wrong things from the wilderness and
It'll
getting
make us
someone
all
sick or something, right? So up to you guys. At the very least, we can scavenge the beach and see how much food you can find there.
I just imagine there's a time where everyone's like food sick and Deli's going,
You're a bunch of babies. This is nothing.
Yeah. So the way this is going to work is you'll make those investigation checks, and for every 5 points by which the searcher beats the DC, another item or crate of food is recovered. And there's like a certain amount of food you can find in this manner. It's not an unlimited thing. With Deli's ability to like swim, it's going to be totally fine getting to the sea wyvern, which is going to open up your options for what you can find. The NPCs are happy to help search the beach and can aid the investigation checks, but really, I mean, it would have been advantage already with Audrin and one person who has investigation helping. So
investigation, bardic inspiration, guidance.
yes.
Well, bardic inspiration wouldn't work though because you have to use it within 10 minutes.
Each check takes
and
30
it's 30
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
then
I don't
none
think
of
either
that
of those
would
would
work then.
Yeah. But so we can just keep making these rolls as long as you guys want to, but 30 minutes pass every time you do it.
Got it.
So can we each make an investigation check and that is 30 minutes?
Or is it one
no,
person?
I think it's
say?
going to be one investigation check for everybody within that 30 minutes. And
Who
then
was the best investigation?
But you can find more stuff with each roll depending on how high you get. So Audrin, we'll just have you go ahead and make your investigation with advantage. And we'll say it's 9 a.m. once you get Audrin is flying up and getting the scope of things, and everybody's kind of getting recovery and settling down and stuff like that. You guys probably take a short rest to heal hit points and whatnot, right? Before you do this.
Excellent.
That makes sense.
All of a sudden, I'm so much better
Yeah.
after being bitten and eaten to death.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
21.
you just put some bandages on, you're fine.
Oh, right. It's 21. It's advantage.
So yeah, Audrin, that's 21 for you. So that means you find 3 things. And would you like to just go ahead and Audrin roll 3d100 for me? And we'll find out what you find.
Oh, we can see what was on the list now.
All right, 70. First off, you find 10 pounds of food.
Were you supposed to bring up the thing for?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't mind.
Okay.
It's not necessarily a secret. 10 pounds of food. I guess I changed this slightly from what I had written down in the adventure, but it's fine. You find 10 pounds of food. You find a quarterstaff, and you find a small cask of rum.
Whoopee.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
It'll make the others happy.
Look, we just got to roll 76 to 90.
So go ahead and do another investigation. So it's 9:30. Okay, another
Nice.
3 items. Go ahead and roll 3d100 again.
Oh.
All right, 32. Find a tent. And that'll be helpful because you literally have like no actual like adventuring gear either. So, you have a tent. You have 100 feet of hemp rope, and you have another 10 pounds of food. So far, 20 pounds of food, and all that stuff. Who's writing down this stuff?
Oh, I'm not.
Probably someone should.
Okay. Let me start.
Here, why
I
don't
mean, we
just
have the
put it-
numbers
why don't we
right
just
there.
why don't we just write it in chat here?
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
do it. So, okay. So what did we get so far?
I'll write the stuff we got so far. So
Okay, got it.
quarterstaff.
I'll write it from here on out.
Yep. So 20 pounds of food, quarterstaff, a small cask of rum, tent, 100 feet of rope, and yeah, that's it so far.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, it's 10 a.m. Go ahead and roll again, Audrin.
Who lost a quarterstaff?
All right, so just the one item. So go ahead and roll a d100. 84.
Ooh, a PC
All
item.
right, a PC item. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, I don't have a good way of figuring this out. Does anyone have a candidate that they would like really like
Bag
to
of
find?
holding.
No, I don't think so.
I think Caleb, I think
Why
you
not?
should assign us 1, 2, 3, or 4 to roll
Ah,
one
yeah,
d4.
yeah.
Oh, like who
I
gets
was
to
gonna say
pick
just
of
one
who
d4.
gets to pick one of their
One
items.
of their items. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So Seth, you may pick one of your items.
Bag
I
of
think,
holding.
No, I think we'll say bag of holding is just off limits because that one like has so many things in it. Like,
And here's the thing. That's what most of my stuff is in.
okay, so Deli, I'll tell you what. You can get the bag of holding, but all of your stuff has gone out of it for some reason.
Oh,
Right? It all got
no,
dumped
no,
out
no.
somehow.
Let me look at my stuff. Well, I want to get the bag of holding if it has everything in it. So,
Yeah, I know.
actually,
because
here we
that's
go.
cheating. That's asking for a million. That's asking for a million
Yeah.
wishes.
I know, but that's why I'm asking.
Uh-huh.
For it. Honestly, the thing that it was in my bag of holding, but
That's fine. Yeah,
whatever.
We can split up the items from there.
I think the thing that will be the most useful is the wand of magic missiles because it gives me
makes sense.
more spell slots essentially.
Sure.
Okay.
It is, 10:30 now, Audrey? Okay,
Oh.
another 1, so roll a
14.
D100.
Oh, that's right.
It's every 5, yeah. 41, you find an explorer's pack, which is good because it has plenty of adventuring stuff, in it. All right. And then I'll go ahead and do it again. It's now 11. Ooh. So 4 things.
Do we get an extra thing because it's a crit?
Sure, 5 things.
5 things. Wow.
Yay.
Thank you,
So,
all
5
merciful
D100.
DM.
Okay, so you find
No,
another
we
tent
just missed it.
and an explorer's outfit. So an extra pair of clothes. A shield. Another cask of rum. And another 100 feet of hemp rope.
So sad.
Okie dokie. Hey, another 5.
Another crit. 5 more. 5 more.
So now it's noon, right? All right, 40.
Really only
No.
one PC item? Oh,
Okay,
my gosh.
Burglar's
Oh
pack.
my gosh.
Okay.
Another 10 pounds of food. So another way we're at 30 pounds.
I don't care about the stupid food.
Another tent. Another 100 feet of hemp rope.
Oh my god, I don't care about the rope.
And
Look, we gotta have
one-
something for Avner.
And another 10 pounds of food.
Really?
It's
It's
40 pounds of
74?
food.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
food.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
past or just before. So
Once
now
we collect all 50 pounds of food, does 50 to 90 become PC items?
sure. Yeah, so you already collected all the pounds of food at this point, I think, right? Or do you just
We've
have
got
40?
20.
I think we have 10 more.
Yeah, I think you have 10
we
more
only
than
have
that.
40.
No.
No, I think
you
there's 10
combine
more left.
you combine the 2 that we got
Yeah.
before. So
Okay, so
we've
you
got
have 40.
we
Okay.
have 40.
Sounds good.
We have a lot of tents.
All right, so it's noon, Audrey. Okay, so 3. Or sorry, 2. Another quarterstaff and a trident.
Is it my trident? Because that's the only
No.
trident we've lost. Okay.
There are a bunch of stuff from like the other like random NPCs that you never talked to or met. So
Fine.
one of them has a
Quarterstaff
trident.
and trident. Okay.
And you can just decide to leave some of this stuff here, obviously, right? But and then it is so yeah, with the 24, it's now 1 p.m. So and that'll be 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
So
Hey,
PC items.
PC
Oh,
item, yeah, 2 PC items and another trident.
We can exclude me since I already got one of my items. So just do.
No, I think we'll roll because then it's random every time. So another one from Seth and then Anna.
What do I choose? I think I got to get my periaptive wound closure.
Yeah, that seems like a good one.
I want to get something. I want to get my stone of good luck, but I think this is more important.
Okay,
with our lack
question.
of healing potions.
That's actually what I was about to ask. If I like pick something, can it be like a group of things that we lost, like all of the healing potions? Because it's going to be hard to differentiate them.
Not all of the healing potions, but all of the ones you had on your sheet of one type. That's fine.
Yes, that's what I was getting at.
Yep.
So like I could get all of my potions of all 4 potions of healing I
Sure.
had.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, I'll do that because that seems like it's most useful for us right now.
Sounds good. All right, so it's 1 p.m. Audrey. Okay, so just the 1. Or sorry, 2, because you have 15, yeah. Okay,
that's
another
easy.
trident. So many tridents.
So many
And
tridents.
the last food.
And the last food. So yeah, 50 pounds of
it's
food.
not Okay.
Now we only almost have a 50% chance of getting a PC
Yeah,
item
yeah.
every time.
So 130, Audrey.
We are really
I'm
sending
fine.
Audrin through the ringer with this.
I know, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so
PC item.
2
PC
PC
item,
items.
2 PC items, and a signal whistle,
Signal
and
whistle.
another tent.
Look, we're all sleeping alone tonight.
A signal air blow and
Indeed.
Ooh, a nice self-raz by Alyssa.
Call back.
And then 2 PC items. So we'll
Yes.
go ahead and roll that. Oh, so another one for Emily and one for Alyssa.
yeah.
Gosh, I feel bad. Audrey's doing
I'm
all this
gonna say
work.
right now, I think sending stone is off limits.
Okay, that's
for
fair.
dramatic tension.
Okay, then I'm going to take my cloak of protection to bump up my AC if that's
Yeah.
not off limits.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah, I reserve the power to veto any of these, but for the most part, it should be fine.
Okay, do we
yeah,
think,
I figured the sending stone was off limits,
Yeah.
but yeah.
should I get my I think I should get my stone of good luck. That makes me better at everything.
I mean, if something makes you better at everything, that I feel like that's going to be helpful right now when we don't have a lot of things.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take that.
By the way, Caleb, I think we decided at some point that the poison I made automatically put into the wrist thing so I could activate it.
You can have that then. That makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, which poison? Yeah, I thought about that mid combat just a second ago. I'm like,
Yep.
oh shoot, I should have been poisoning this guy. Which poison is it? Because
I don't know. Whatever you would have had loaded in. So one type, right?
Yeah,
I know you have multiple,
I guess it would be the poison vial, not the knockout poison.
probably. So that's the urchin poison, right?
Yeah, the one that we had a lot of.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right. It is 2 p.m. Another
25.
4. Okay. PC item,
One.
explorer's pack, and case of 10 crossbow bolts.
Come on, let's get
yes,
some fours for Audrey.
Because we are now in a like kind of survival situation, everyone should be keeping track of ammo and we'll actually run out of things.
Sorry, you said 10 crossbow bolts and what else? Sorry.
And a explorer's pack.
Okay.
Caleb, I think you should roll 2 fours for all of Audrey's hard work. That was not 2 fours.
That is not-
Like,
And
the fact is, so much of my stuff is gone that it like at this point it doesn't really matter if every single roll we could do, if they were all 5s and they were all PC, like I would still be missing stuff.
Yeah, right.
Like
I
So
think for reasons that just because like I don't. Okay, I can pick either gems or the orange of Madoc.
Yeah.
I kind of want the orange, but I also kind of want to be able to have spell slots.
I'd go with the spell slots.
Oh, also, actually, no, I am taking the diamonds because that's necessary for Revivify.
Yes. Sounds good.
How many diamonds is that? How many
900 total.
revivifies? That's 3.
900 GP
Because
worth
I
of
mean-
I
diamonds.
was gonna say
total.
not 900 diamonds, but
No.
900 GP diamonds, worth, which
I guess-
is
Deli had
Revivifies.
900. Deli had 900 diamonds in her bag of holding, and they're just scattered across the ocean floor.
I'm gonna say they probably were.
Diamonds.
in all
Abner's
those
like,
stuff-
I'm rich.
I'm gonna
I
say
mean,
at
it's
this
already
point
rich,
that
but-
probably everything that is like in its own thing was in its own little separate baggie, and the bag of holding probably has turned inside out
Yeah,
during the storm at this point.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, I guess I should take the 4 scrolls of gentle repose.
Not a bad idea.
Seems good.
Will say I do have Spare the Dying.
How long does that last?
It's
though?
instantaneous. It just this would have probably what we would have done. A living creature has 0 hit points becomes stable.
Yeah, gentle repose at least preserves them until we could
Yeah.
find something. So would it be more useful for me to take healing potions than gentle reposes? I only had 2 healing potions.
My only thought is gentle repose. The only thing that would do is help us was be a filler till we could find more diamonds. I don't know what gentle
Probably
repose.
wouldn't happen here, right?
Yeah,
Or
that's
does
my
it
thought.
seem like kind of useless?
It feels
we're
weird to
not-
say it,
We're not
but
close
yeah,
to the cleric. So okay. So instead of that, I could either take my night vision goggles or healing potions.
how many of us have dark vision at this point? Because I don't.
I think everyone but Anna. And you, I guess.
Yeah.
But you can turn into a wolf or something. So
Yeah, that might be useful. We don't know. We don't know what kind of weirdness that Caleb has planned to kill us here.
Okay, I'm gonna take my night vision goggles, I guess. I feel bad because I feel like I'm taking all selfish things.
Hey, if you can see and are able to take things down, that's not selfish. That's thinking like a team.
Okay.
Okay, so I think doing 30-minute increments is probably going to take forever. So let's say there's 3 more, and then that will be kind of like the limit of what you're able to find
Oh
today.
gosh.
So 3 more investigation checks, and then we'll call it. So Audrey, okay, so 2.
PC item.
PC item and another quarterstaff.
Caleb, roll that 4.
Alyssa.
That's not a 4, Caleb.
Thanks. Okay. I feel like I should get the candle.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Yeah. Find the
You
candle.
need to just roll.
All right, everybody, let's yeet out of here right now.
Oh
yeah,
no!
but you have to go to a different plane, not right. That's not where you want to be.
Yeah,
either.
but still, we might as well, right?
No,
No, we're
Jordan,
just trying to go that plane right up there. That's
you need to roll.
flying over.
You need to roll 5 or 4 PC items, and then all roll 4s.
Yeah. Here we go.
If I did that, I would get close, I think, to getting all my stuff, but not all of it.
Yeah, so
Can we
that's
say
4.
Jordan at least gets one thing back after?
Yeah,
all
at the
of
very
this?
least,
if I
the last
if
one
I don't get anything back, it's fine. Like, I have the things that I really need. The only thing that I like specifically want to get back is like potions, because
Sure.
we don't have many ways to heal.
Cool.
So if I can find more potions, I'll be
Hey,
all right.
Can we
No,
say, Caleb,
400.
that the hemp and rope we found was the stuff that was on our inventory?
Right, that's kind of the assumption for.
Okay,
those
I'm
sorts
going
of
to mark
things,
my hemp
right?
and rope then.
Yeah, that's fine.
So how
Yeah.
many?
4.
No.
All right,
No PC items.
Okay, so you found a fishing net,
Okay, could be helpful.
a
Yeah, that's
burglar's
fair.
pack, a quiver,
Hey, that's mine.
a quiver with 20 arrows, and another quarterstaff. I love how many
Wait,
quarterstaffs and tridents you guys are finding.
Does anyone have a bow that's not a crossbow?
I don't think so. I think everybody has crossbows.
That's not exactly.
I think
helpful.
Anna, you think you're the one who finds this, and you realize it's a couple of arrows that Nestor left behind when he went to the other ship.
I
Some of his
hold
arrows.
it and I look at it longingly, and I grip it tightly in my hands, and I accidentally break it, and I just
Just
I just
discard.
am like, this is a metaphor. This is a metaphor, and I throw it away.
Amazing.
So now there's only 19 arrows.
I see. Not that anyone needs them, but and then Audrey. One more. So 3.
A PC item.
All right.
Also,
so,
ooh, that's good. Oh no.
so
shoot.
another quarterstaff. So you find, and I think this
so
is
many
about.
freaking quarterstaffs.
I think this is about the time that Abner is coming out of unconsciousness, and he wakes up to Conrad finding his case containing 4 bottles of fine wine that he had somewhere. Conrad's like, "What are we gonna do with this?" And Abner's like, "That's mine," and like stumbles over to it.
We give them to Avner.
Yeah, kind of hugs it to his chest and then glares at you, Audrey.
Oh wait. Does fine wine count as treasure?
I guess. I mean, it's gold. It's worth gold.
Could Deli get crunk and gain back spell points?
If it was fine enough wine. So the thing is, this also is weird because it also depends on like weirdly subjective meanings of how much things happen to be valued in a certain economy at a certain historical period. So
I would like to
Who
point
knows?
out that where we are currently at, those bottles of wine are imported,
that's true.
and they're probably the only imports on the island. So they should each bottle should, like, half a bottle should probably refill all of Deli's spell slots.
I think we will have the player's handbook determine this. In
It's a
whatever
good
episode.
argument. It's a good argument, though. I like it.
And Dilly wouldn't drink it. She would just ingest the bottle whole.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't even drink it.
I know.
And then we'll just go ahead and have this last one be for Audrin since he didn't get anything. I think that makes sense. So Audrin, you can get one item back.
I want my bullets. No, I'm kidding.
Without your gun.
Yeah.
Stick them in your mouth. Go
Yeah, so
poof.
who knows what happens to Jax, right? You don't know
Right.
what happened to him. Also, how long was it going to take you to learn guns, by the way? Was it going to be just the trip? Or
think it
were
was
you
just
going to
the
have
trip.
I
I
thought
think
it
it was
was
3 months.
3 months? Okay, so I mean, Audrin knows how to use guns now. Let's determine that right now. He just doesn't have one. So
Fitting. We got my hump and rope already because we found it. So I'm debating between my robe of useful items and my potions of healing.
We have some healing now. And depending on if we find treasure, if we find gold here, that's spell slots for me. So we have potential options if you want to go with something that you feel would be a little more helpful.
Yeah, I feel like the robe of useful items might be especially useful right now, especially since I lost a lot of my other stuff.
And it will give us access to rowboats, if I remember right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
That's
with the
true.
robe of useful items.
yeah. Makes sense.
We do have some healing potions. We will have. I intentionally did not mess with my spells. I figured Deli doesn't really have time to prepare new spells,
Mhm.
given she kind of woke up in the middle of a beach.
Yeah, makes
So I can
okay.
Yeah, so after you guys get all of this stuff together, I mean, you can divvy it up however you'd like as well.
So we have a total of 4 quarterstaffs.
I will
4
teach
tridents.
Wait. So
to
we
be a
don't
monk.
have. So it's not a quarter staff; it's a whole staff.
That's a good one.
That's really good.
That after 5 years, that is probably the best pun I've ever told.
Probably true.
I
We
feel
have
like you said
4
it was pretty
tridents,
good.
actually.
Yeah.
A lot of those. We have 4 tents, 2 explorers packs, 2 burglar packs, and then a bunch of other stuff. So like rum, shield, explorer's outfit, rum.
4 bottles of fine wine.
Mhm.
Fishing net. That's going to be a big one. Signal whistle.
Avner probably breaks open the case and immediately starts drinking one of the bottles.
Yeah, I just like Audrin sees all this and he gets a sudden devious plan. Basically, Audrin's gonna see if he can keep Abner as drunk as possible the whole time.
Okay, I don't think
Probably has a pretty high tolerance.
I was gonna say I don't think that's gonna work long term.
He has high tolerance for the wine he's accustomed to. He has no idea what we're gonna find here that we're gonna try to turn into wine.
I see.
Also, if we keep him dehydrated and unfed.
Just kill him. Okay, I see. So as you guys,
I'm game for that.
As you guys
No,
gather
we
up
keep
everything.
him fed and hydrated, but we hydrate him on the salty seawater.
Ooh, good idea. Levels of exhaustion until he dies.
Yes, you could all be murderers. That is true.
Well, we already
Caleb,
are.
let's be honest.
It
What
worked
are
for
we?
us well in the other campaigns. So
Yeah, I was gonna say the Terra Nullius characters would have killed Avner far before this, but
Oh wait, I'm sorry. We have 5 quarterstaffs. My apologies.
well, now Jordan's joke is ruined. Thanks a lot.
No, all it needs now it's 1 1/4 staff.
So at the end of this, as you guys are gathering everything up and it's starting to get towards dusk, Tabby comes up to you, Audrin, and is like, I've been thinking about this and I think I have a plan. If you'd like to hear it.
By all means.
Well, with what I know about the Isle of Dread, we should be on the southeastern shore, and if I remember correctly, we should be able to hug the coastline and just make our way to far shore from here. It shouldn't be too dangerous. Most of the dangerous denizens of the island live on the mainland, so if we keep to the coast, we should be safe. And then I think he says, "Here, let me," and then he like reaches down, and I don't think does any of those packs come with like paper and ink at all? I don't think
Explorer's
paper
pack,
would have been
the
ruined, wouldn't it?
burglars might, but
because I think like
Did he
it's,
say
like,
the southeast?
yeah,
The-
southeast in terms of the actual layout, not on this map, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I'm gonna totally trust him, and we're gonna go the wrong way.
Yeah, the north on this map is actually east.
Okay.
So
um
Okay.
the burglars pack includes like 2 flasks of oil, but no.
yeah, I don't think so. So
Explorer's
I think he
pack-
just sketches a
Oh.
map in the sand then for you, Audrin. So he quickly sketches a map of the island, right? So he sketches this general outline that we can see on the game
Yeah.
here. And he points out that far shore is here, this middle island right here. And as long as you can get to one of the, I can't remember which one of the villages it is, but one of these villages, I think maybe this one, which he calls Somadina is the name of it. It's one of the Tiefling villages that exists here. And he says, if we can get to Somadina, we should be able to get a canoe to take us to far shore. And I've done the estimation. The journey to Somadina should be approximately 130 miles, which as long as conditions are good and we don't run into any trouble, it should take approximately 6 days of travel. Now, with the food we found from the ship, that should be almost enough. Let me think about this. And then let me actually check my notes and see. Yeah, you actually need a total of 48 pounds of rations for the journey, which you have 50. So you're good with 2 pounds to spare.
We also have a couple from our explorers pack as well.
Yeah, it's true. And so each pound of this is like 1 ration. So add that with whatever rations you found in explorer's pack, and you have plenty of food. You don't even need to scavenge actually, like in the wilderness for that. As long as you don't lose any of the food along the way, you should be fine. So he says we have enough food. If we just stay here, we're going to run out of it eventually, and none of us is very skilled at hunting or tracking. So I figure we just just head out for far shore and use the strength that we have right now to make it there before things get worse. Does that make sense to you?
It's a good plan, Tavi. Let's stick with it.
Now, water shouldn't be too much of a concern. There's an abundance of streams on the island as far as I've read, and there's frequent rains even in this season. So we shouldn't have to worry too much about that. And I think he basically just says, I have a couple of ideas for. I know something about this coastline, so I should be able to help if anything comes up along the way, if we run into anything. But it should be rather simple. We should be able to make it to the mountains and then hug the coastline all the rest of the way. Once we get to, and he points out this part of the map here, once we get to the southern peninsula, the Igbaye have a large wall that cuts off their peninsula from the mainland, keeps out any of the more dangerous monsters. So as long as we can get there, we should be safe the rest of the way.
What about cliff sides?
As far as I have read, there should be a causeway. Now, the Igbaye who used to live here centuries ago, who built a great civilization here back when the Igbaye Empire was great. They built a causeway along the southern coastline here, and it's been hundreds and hundreds of years. But the Igbaye have been known to have feats of architectural engineering, sort of like the Egyptians. So I figure it should be relatively operational still. I shouldn't have eroded too much. Of course, we can
All right.
reevaluate if we get there.
All right, then it's settled. We'll have to start out as soon as. Well, I honestly, do we want to set out today, right? Like this evening, or do we want to wait till everybody's rested and head out the next morning?
Yeah, I think if you met like are saying this out loud, Tavi's like, I would probably suggest that we rest. The jungles can be dangerous at night, and we will have to cross through at least 12 miles or so of jungle before we get to the mountains. And then
Audrin,
I think he glances over at the T-Rex carcass though, and also this beach is like pretty narrow, and there's like rocky kind of cliffs on either side of the beach, and then there's just the jungle to go to. So he's kind of like frowning, and he says, "I feel like it's sort of dangerous to sleep next to that thing. It might attract predators, but I'm not sure where else we could go. Maybe into the jungle a little bit." And then Avner immediately says, sort of drunkenly, "I am not going into the jungle at night. There are monsters in there." And then Tavi just looks at you and kind of shrugs, like, I mean, he has a point.
Deli kind of want to pipe someone says,
And you're out here.
but no, that wouldn't help the situation.
There are monsters wherever you go, as long as you keep drinking.
That is so much better, Jordan. So much better than what I said.
Yikes.
He's got to wrestle with those inner demons.
The inner monsters.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What state is the ship in?
I was wondering.
Very bad. Basically, at this point, you have no way of fixing it now. You'll have to get a bunch of. You have to sleep on it. I don't. Nah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah,
No.
It's like cracked in half almost, and like is weird, like at a weird angle. You wouldn't be able to find a good like level ground to sleep on.
Well,
in there.
part of me was wondering, even if not sleeping on it, like sleeping in it, just shelter.
Right, even then, like the ship is
Okay.
careened to one side,
Yeah.
so you wouldn't be able to find any good place to rest that isn't at like a crazy angle.
Okay, that's all I was wondering.
And then you'd also have to
then-
find a way to get all the NPCs over there.
Yeah.
As well, so.
Right.
So yeah, unless you have some way to like move the carcass, maybe.
Eating it.
I don't think even 8 of you could eat the entire thing in one night.
I mean, doesn't Deli have the ogre strength gauntlets? Can she track it and take?
She could
me
try.
out?
I still only have a
rage and-
19. Well, I guess
I mean, her and Take
Oh.
we could work together and try something.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know.
definitely try.
You could try. It would be incredibly difficult, but
I'll be your cheerleader. Go, Deli, and give you a barter inspiration.
You could
All
also
guidance to myself.
physically assist.
What would this be?
it's athletics.
See what
I'll say
happens.
I have a better athletics than you do, and I could rage
I
and
have a
get
plus-
advantage on this.
What's your athletics?
+7.
Oh yeah, it's much better. I'll give you guidance. You can't bardic yourself.
I
but,
can't
Actually,
bardic
but she could bardic you.
Lirith can bardic.
That's true. Yep. Sure. She does that.
Okay. All right. So as I
Spit in your
cross my
hands.
hands
Yeah.
and Super Saiyan and just try to push it.
Yeah, I mean,
As
honestly,
I-
if everyone's helping with this, like, I mean, Anna's trained in athletics, right? Or you just didn't train in acrobatics?
Oh, I'm just acrobatics.
Is
I'm
Arjun,
not
are you trained in
strong.
athletics? Is anyone else trained in athletics? Maybe not.
My
I'm
strength
trained in
score
athletics.
is
Audrey
a
is?
10. Like I'm a 0 to strength.
Yeah, so
Audrey
take me.
is trained in athletics.
Yeah,
She's
go
just
ahead and
not
do it.
great at athletics.
Oh, but yeah, you're doing with your rage anyway, so you already have advantage. So it doesn't
Well, if
matter.
I don't have to waste a rage, then I won't. But I mean,
That's true. Don't waste the rage if we don't have to.
Yeah.
In case something
All
does
right.
come in the middle of the night.
Yeah, you guys all just put your heads together and try to.
25
plus
25 is
four
pretty good. I mean,
plus a d6.
Let's see if we can break 30.
I think
Come
the
on.
probably the
30, baby.
Plus
plus
the
d4.
guidance,
Plus
plus the
d4. Guidance.
Oh
Sure.
my god.
break 40.
Caleb,
I know. That's the
33.
joke.
Caleb,
That's the
that's
joke,
insane.
Emily.
No, the joke is we keep saying break 30. That's the
I know. Okay. All right. I was trying to upgrade the joke. Or downgrade it, whatever. So Takeway with a 33. I think probably what makes the most sense, like realism wise, is you managed to push it out into the water, right?
That's what I was
And the
thinking,
tide just
yeah.
like pulls it out. So maybe there are going to be like water creatures that are going to eat it, but they're not going to bother you, right?
Like pterodactyls out there.
Yeah, pterodactyls or plesiosaurus
Sharks
or whatever
with
else, right?
sharks with legs that can come onto the land.
So yeah, I think you managed to push it out into the sand and into the water, and the tide carries the carcass away.
Bye-bye, T-Rex.
And yeah, so I think you're safe for the night at least.
Pitch up our tents. So who's
exactly.
So who's sleeping with who in these tents? That's what I really want to know.
You have 4 tents, so it sounds like 2 people to a tent, right?
I look at the broken arrow and I get sad.
I think Abner doesn't need a tent.
But you went on the other boat.
Abner doesn't need a tent. What are we talking about? He can sleep outside.
I definitely don't want Lirith and Abner in one tent together.
I was gonna say, like, as long as if everybody
go with Tabby,
everybody else can pair up and get tents, and then Audrey will not take a tent.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to do it that way. The tents can fit 2 people, I'm sure, and there are 8 of you, and there are 4 tents, so it makes sense to just have 2 people to a tent. So I mean, I think it makes sense.
I basically just like take Lirith though by her shirt, and it's just like,
exactly.
Nope, you're sleeping with me, honey.
Takeway and Lirith makes sense. Audrey and Tavi make sense. Anna and Deli probably can be in a tent together. Which leaves Conrad and Avner, which makes sense, right?
That feels only right.
It makes sense, but it also worries me.
Same.
It doesn't worry me at all. Like, even if one of them does something to the other one, it's not a problem.
Yeah, they could both die, and it probably wouldn't be that big of a deal.
One less mouth to feed.
Exactly.
2 less mouths to feed if they take each other out.
Yeah.
True.
Cool. So, you managed to rid yourselves of the corpse. So, I think we just move on here. But let's go ahead and take a break. We can come back and head out in the morning off into the jungle. So the Isle of Dread begins when we return here on Terra Invicta. Stick around. We'll be right back.